Good afternoon, everyone. This is Claude15, and we're going to start off doing GameMaker tutorials as well again. As you can see, um, my GameMaker isn't how I want it. It's in simple mode. If you guys have it the same way and you don't know how to change it back to the advanced mode, just go to File and then click on Advanced Mode. And now it's the right way. If you guys have a little Yo-Yo Games thing down here, if you want to take it off, just go to File, Preferences, and don't show. Tick that little thing right there that says don't show the website image in the main window. Alright, so let's get our basics done. The sprites. Sprites are the images that you're going to be using as for characters, buttons, ships, boulders, anything like that. Let's use Apple, for example. This is what's going to appear in the game. Sounds. Basically, you already know what sounds are, so gunshots, explosions, all that stuff, fancy stuff. Backgrounds. Things that are going to appear in the background of your game, for example, things like that. I would use sandstone. If you're doing a top down game where you're looking at your character from his head, you can use sand, grass, such things like that. Paths. Paths are basically a preset destination that a object will follow. Smooth lines, curves, whatever. But yeah, once they get to the end, you can specify if you want it to redo that path once again, or to just continue on its own, whatever you program. Scripts, I won't get into that right now. Fonts is just what it says. Fonts basically select different fonts for your game. Timelines. I've never used timelines at any time or any point in my life. I don't know what they do, but I'm guessing it's like a timeline. Like, you basically you make a timer for things to spawn. For example, if you're playing a game like Aero Fighters, if you guys know that game, it's a top-down airplane game, airplane shooter that goes upwards. A timeline would be like 10 seconds into the game, spawn this much airplanes and whatnot. Objects. If you're gonna make a game, of course you're gonna be using objects, because we need objects to make our apple appear in the game. And it basically, in objects, is what we tell it what to do. So for example, right now the apple would do nothing in the screen. So if we wanted to make it do something, what we have to do is click on add event and then select out of all these things. The create is basically once the apple is created, as soon as it's created and it appears in the screen, it'll do whatever actions are listed. Destroy. Basically, when the apple is destroyed, it's going to do whatever actions are listed. An alarm. In order to have an alarm do its actions, you need to call the alarm in the create or any other event, but that's how you call it. Number of steps. Just number of steps means, for example, if the unit is created and 0 numbers of steps, and we put a 0 here, it means that it'll instantly turn on alarm 0. Now if we were to put 30, currently that would be our room speed, so that'd be 1 second into the game, or 1 second after the apple is created, to shoot out to activate the alarm 0. Step is basically continuous continuous activation. So whatever you put here is going to keep activating, keep activating, keep activating. It is useful to use to check things on this event, like check if your player health is below 0 and whatnot. Collision. If my apple was to collide with another apple, what is it going to do? Or if my apple was going to collide with something of another object, what is it going to do? Keyboard events such as this one, and this one. They're all the same, just different types of functions. For example, keyboard is you can hold down the key and it'll do the action. It'll just keep on doing it, whatever it is. Key press. As soon as you press that button down, it's going to do the action and stop. Key release. As soon as you release the button, it's going to do the action and stop. Draw. Draw, basically you draw your health, things like that. You can search it right here, find all the drawing things. Other for example, when your apple is outside of the room, what do you want it to do? I've never used this. That's pretty interesting. I never knew that was there. That's good. Wow. Game start, game end, as it states. As soon as the game starts, as soon as the game ends. Room start, room end. Basically, when this object is in a room, and if that room just started, it's going to do that action or not. Likewise with room end. No more lives, no more health. I've never used those. Animation end. For example, if you have an animation of a person, like in Terraria, of a person cutting a tree, you can put animation end on that, and then he'll go back to his normal stance. Or you can program it in step, which I would assume would be a better way of doing it. End of path. We were already talking about paths. That's basically saying as soon as it ends, it's going to do some sort of action. Close button. I'm guessing that's the X on top right corner. I've never tried it. Let's see. Close button. Let's try programming something. Come on. Room height. Object 0. Alright, so let's try it. It needs a room. Every game needs a room. And remember to add the object that has the actions into the room as well. So fast press the X button. Nope, that's not it. I wonder what that is. Wait, maybe I have to set it off. Alright, now let's try it. Nope, that's definitely not it. And now I can't close the damn game. So, Control Alt Delete always works. Go to process, go end process, and process. Alright. So let me go back and change that back. So where were we? Oh yeah. Mouse. Basically. Alright. From here, where you see my mouse, all the way to here. Well, actually here. Basically means your mouse has to be right on the object in order for it to have that action done. So your mouse has to click on the apple with the left button, with the right button, with the middle button. Never tried no button. Same thing as the keyboards. And if your mouse is hovering above the apple, it's going to do that action. If it leaves, it's going to do that action. Never use these two, but I'm guessing is if your mouse wheel goes up or down, like it says. Global mouse. Basically what these is, if your apple's, let's just play the program. There we go. Alright. Basically, Instead of being able to click on your apple, with a global function you can click anywhere. Oh. And create tons of apples. But yeah. Now, that's it for the events. Then we have the moves, mains. Just so you guys know, this is considered drag and drop. When you have an action and then you start dragging things like this over there. That is not how I'm going to program. I'm not going to teach you guys how to program like that. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to program with actual code. Because I literally do not know how to program with these things. Like, I do, but it's just so much more harder, more time consuming, when you can just do it like this, and it'll be a lot more organized too. So yeah, that's it for this tutorial, which is basically telling you guys the basic stuff of GameMaker. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to make a top-down airplane game, starting with the next tutorial. So yeah, see you guys there. Peace.